Hi everybody, welcome to this quick review on some smaller circular needles. While I was away on vacation, I picked up this one, and it's 11 inch by Loops and Threads, and I just kind of want to go over a couple of different options and show you the differences that I found between the two. I prefer a 9-inch circular for my socks, and they're metal. Knitter's Pride Zing. Love these. They are awesome. I have no problems with them. I can zip through socks in no time at all. This one I actually, because it's the 3.5 millimeter, I use for DK weight, making like fingerless mitts is what I use this one for. But let's get back to the Loops and Threads. Okay, so first of all, it's plastic. Let's get it out of its package here. Learn a little bit more about it. All right. Set that aside. Now it is an 11 inch. And the first thing you'll notice is one side is longer than the other. Okay. This is a hard plastic, so it kind of keeps its form when you're working. Of course, I would go this way because this is easier to bend because it's the shorter side. So to start off with, I cast on with it to try it out. I cast on, I think it was like 84 stitches, and decided to start working in the round to see how well it went. And I worked both directions to see if one side worked better than the other. I did not find that one side worked better than the other. In fact, I found that both sides, the yarn hung up. And let me see if I can get something to show here. You see that catches on your yarn bad, and it's like that on both sides. Get that out of the way. Both sides, they hang up really, really bad right here. So I got kind of annoyed with them and took off my yarn and said, the heck with it. I'm going to do a review on it, and that's probably as far as I'll get. I might see if I can maybe sand this join together down a little bit where it's not grabbing the yarn, because it's horrible, especially when you're using something like a sock yarn that's wool. I was using this sock yarn, and it was snagging like crazy. I said, nope, I'm done. So anyway, like I said, I took it off the needles and said, well, I'm just going to do a review on it. Now, this is my Zing with sock yarn on it, and I don't have a problem at all with any of the yarn sliding. Now, granted, this is a softer, smaller yarn. This is a lot thinner and less snaggy, but it slides over the join just fine. And on one of my empty ones, I'll show you the join on them. I'll use the bigger one first. See how nice and smooth that is? It doesn't have any snagging at all. And that is the same size as this one. only this is a 9-inch versus the 11-inch. Now I get the even smaller, teeny tiny one. This is a US 1. It's a 2.25. Little itty bitty. But again, very, very little catches my thumb when I run it across. Very little. This one I don't have as much use for. I've used it occasionally when I want really tiny stitches, but I don't use it as much as I do this one. And it is, let's see, get it the right way so you can see. It's the 3mm. I use this particular size the most. But as you can see, that's good size stitches for this size yarn. It's almost, yeah, it's almost a fingering weight. It's a little less than a DK. I would say it's probably like closer to a number 2. But decent size stitches, not too loose for this. And I have actually used worsted weight on these. I've used DK on these. I've used fingering weight on these. And I think I've used, no, I used lace weight on my smaller ones. The US ones. But back to these. My overall opinion of them is they would work in a pinch, but I don't know how much aggravation you wanted to deal with as far as trying to get your yarn to slide over that. You can make a whole lot looser of a stitch and it would slide a little bit better, but overall I was not impressed with these in the least. So again, those were made by Loops and Threads. They are a US 4 3.5mm 11-inch circular needle. I am not sponsored or affiliated with them at all. This is my own honest opinion. And my opinion is these will probably sit in my knitting stash and almost never get used. I may try a couple different fibers to see if I have any better luck. But what I would use them for and the yarn that I would use them for, it's a no-go for me. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video.